It is West Albany Strong Rock and Roll Barbecue. Colonie Raiders, the Junior Raider program, the cheerleading program, and there's a big event coming up on Saturday, January 27th. It is from 4 until 9 o'clock, and it will be at the West Albany Memorial Pocket Park on Exchange Street. And one of the organizers and coaches in the Junior Raider program is Zachary Grady, and he joins us here on Big Board Sports. Art Eastman, who is the man running the whole shebang, calls you the quarterback. Good morning, Zach.
How you doing? Thank you very much for having me, Roger.
Former player?
Former player at Colonie High, part of the 2002 team that went to the Section 2 championship. Actually, we were the closest team with Shen that year, the year that they won the whole thing in the States. We had the closest game. So,
what position?
I played center and I played linebacker for Coach Ambrosio and Coach Barrett.
Cool. All right, and then you went from there to...
I went to SUNY Brockport.
Played
college lacrosse, actually, at SUNY Brockport.
Went lacrosse.
Yeah, so I like to consider myself a little bit more of an athlete-student than student-athlete, but anything I can do to help give back to my community, give back to the Junior Raiders and the varsity program, we're all for.
All right, let's fill us in on West Albany Strong Rock and Roll Barbecue.
Next Saturday, the 27th, from 4 to 9, we have dinner. A live band, local artist Delta Blues is going to be performing. We have a DJ as well, some amazing gifts and prizes from local businesses. The Albany AFL team has been generous and donated 4 tickets to the home opener. And as well, we have a golf outing for 4, a night at the Park Manor Hotel, some just great gifts from local restaurants and local gyms like Powerhouse and Retro Fitness. So a lot of stuff to give away. And everything we do is to benefit the kids, the Junior Raiders cheerleading program, and then the park itself. You know, we're looking to get new stands, a new scoreboard, new press box. We really want to make Colonie Junior Raiders and the Colonie Varsity Raider program the heart of Section 2 football here in the area.
Well, like so many other programs in the capital region, Colonie's not the only one. They have the feeder program, and the feeder program for Colonie High School is the Junior Raider program, and that's where you come up through. Shen has the Junior Plainsman. They've had that for 100 years, and you see other high schools in the area going to a feeder program outside of the Pop Warner. This is something that is structured through the head coach at the varsity level with the assistants, and then to Art Eastman, who runs the program, and it's all kind of an in-house thing and a feeder program right up to the varsity. Let me be clear on where this is at next weekend. We'll be in the house for this. This is going to be at West Albany Firehouse, located at 36 Osborne Road.
Correct. Right off of Central Avenue. The Firehouse has been so generous to donate their time and their location. Parking's not going to be a problem. The Colonie has been awesome facilitating parking, and actually we have a local organization that's going to be helping out with free taxi rides home too. So come on out, make sure you're there, and certainly getting home safe won't be a problem.
All right, now it's $25 pre-sale for a ticket and $30 day of the event.
Correct, and you can call 518-438-2063. That is Recycled Salon. They'll be able to facilitate all the tickets that we have left for sale. They've been going quickly, but we do have some great spots available.
All right, 438-2063.
Correct.
518, of course. Got to have that 518 area code there. That drives me crazy. And we're in the 518. You have to put the 518 area code.
Well, now there's another area code.
That's an extra step.
Where I grew up in northern New Jersey, I've had to dial the area code my entire life almost.
Can I tell you how many times I don't dial the area code? They go, you need it. So 518-438-2063. How about, and you've been around, so you've been around the program. You know about Colonie. You know about the Junior Raider program. What a great job Art Eastman has done. That man works tirelessly, and he has a good supporting staff, and you're at the top of the list. Zach Grady with us in studio here on Big Board Sports 104.5 Team ESPN Radio. What is the climate right now for this Junior Raider program? Where do we stand?
Well, I mean, teams like Troy, the way they win back-to-back championships is by starting the kids early. You know, those quarterbacks are thrown to the wide receivers, and they have timing. The line has been playing together for years. So, you know, for Colonie to do the same, that's what it has to be. We want to get the kids playing together and playing as a team young and teaching them the right techniques, teaching tackling, teaching not leading with your head, making sure concussion protocol, making sure safety is the most important thing. I say if Williams from the Saints was coached by the Junior Raiders, he wouldn't have missed that tackle on Sunday. He would have had his head up and made the tackle. So that's what our goals are.
Well, listen, it's come up on this show many times, and Chris, you have an opinion on this too. Is it, as a parent of someone who has a son who is played flag football for a couple of years, and you go, okay, now it's third grade, and now if you want to continue to play football, you can certainly continue to play flag, right? They have flag football all the time. But if you want to be in the Junior Raider program, it's time now to put on the pads, put on the helmet, and go get them. And that's where today decisions are made by parents, by families, because the kid may want to do it, but the parents go, you know what, I'm just not going down that road right now.
Well, if you look at the NFL, college, high school right now, you have a generation of kids that were taught how to tackle using the hit stick on Madden. You put your head down and try to have that highlight on ESPN. If you tackle properly with your head up and you go through the guy, go through the body, you're not going to have these head injuries, these neck injuries, and that comes from the coaching. So our priority is making sure safety, technique, and tackling are taught at the youngest age, because if you teach technique properly, you're not going to have these injuries, and you're not going to have missed plays, and you'll have teams like the Saints still in the playoffs. But more importantly, we want to keep the kids' heads protected. A lot of what we're doing fundraising-wise is to buy new helmets, new pads, new equipment, because the technology changes every year to protect the head, and we want to be on the forefront of it.
My brother has a son. My brother played football. I think my brother would let his son play football. Now, my nephew Jack is only 4, so he's got a ways to go here. But I think my brother would probably let him play, having played himself. That said, my brother had to stop playing in high school because he had 3 concussions. Yeah. And those concussions occur during practice. And that, I think the studies bear out that more concussions occur. Like, we all see the bad hits in games, and it's just more people are around in games. I think more of the injuries, especially to the head, happen in practice, and that's why we've limited the amount of practices teams can have at every level, high school, college, NFL, whatever it may be. I want to believe, and I'm not saying I don't, I want to believe that with proper technique we can eliminate a lot of these injuries. I think part of the problem is the game gets played at such a fast speed that maybe if you don't have that proper coaching and technique, you find yourself in compromising positions, because as athletic and quick as you may be, you can't get out of whatever situation it is that is bearing down on you so quickly to get your head into the proper position. I don't have kids. I can't speak intelligently enough on it as to what I would or wouldn't have my kids do. I love watching football. Yeah, I love the sport of football.
I have no issues with Brady Weiland playing football. He loves it. And I tell you why I have no problem, because I know that the coaching at the Junior Raider program is top notch. And I mean that. And not just because you're sitting here, Zach. I mean, I know Art well enough that the coaches he has with him, under him, from the varsity through Art, know what they're doing, teach proper technique. Because if you don't do that, and parents don't feel comfortable sending their kid at 3rd grade, 4th grade, putting on pads, that they're going to get the proper coaching, that they're not sending their kid your way.
No, and you're absolutely right. The speed of the game has changed. Everything is a lot faster. So it's not so much, doing 2-a-days and Oklahoma drills and hitting as hard as you can, as understanding the mental aspect of the game, knowing proper positioning technique, and kind of studying being in the right place at the right time. And that's what coaching is putting your athletes in the best place to succeed. Yep. So what our goals are is just to put people in the right place at the right time and make sure they have the proper technique to execute. You can't control whether or not someone's going to fill the A gap, but you can control, if they do, that their head's up and they're not going to get hurt doing so. So, it's about education as much as it is going out and putting the pads on and hitting each other, because that's a lot of fun, but we want to make sure it's safe.
Zach, we talk about the state of football a lot on this show. I mean, we talked about NFL ratings being down, and I think a lot of that has to do with people kind of cutting the cord and finding other ways to access live sporting events other than just through a cable box. Where are the numbers, not maybe even just specifically to the Junior Raider program, but across this area specifically? Where are the numbers in terms of kids signing up and parents allowing their kids to play? Do we feel like football is still in a healthy state?
I think the biggest difference now with the kids is specialization. I think about when I played sports, I played 3 seasons. I played 3 sports.
Yep.
I played football. I did either wrestling or track in the winter. I did lacrosse in the spring. Now, a kid plays the same sport all year round. There's travel baseball in the fall and the winter, AAU basketball, 9 different travel soccer teams that you're on. It's tougher because the kids don't have a generality. They pick one sport and stick to it. That's where we have to get the kids younger, because if they don't get into football young, they're not going to get into it later on. And that's the biggest issue that we've had. But our numbers have been great. We've had great turnout. We've had absolute great community presence and relations. So we're really excited with where we're going, but we always want to get better. We always want to get bigger. And more than anything, we want to make sure that the kids are learning right young and then go into, the Colonie varsity or any other varsity program.
Right.
It's West Albany Strong Rock and Roll Barbecue, 4 to 9 on the 27th, and Melissa Petalas is in the house too. As we get a few more minutes left in this segment, before we get to Pete Doherty coming up on the NFL picks for Sunday that will appear in the Times Union. Melissa, good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for popping by. Now, I know we talked some football. I'll let you talk more about the event and all the reasons why people should call the phone number that we threw out there and sign up for this fundraiser on Saturday, the 27th of January from 4 to 9, which will be held at West Albany Firehouse off Osborne Road, all for the Junior Raider football and cheerleading programs.
Okay, well, this event is for the community to come together to improve the West Albany Pocket Park so the kids can have a great place for all of their, for the football and for all the sports. What we're doing is we have a band at the event called Delta Blues. We have a DJ. We have the firemen at the firehouse will be cooking the barbecue. We'll have great door prizes. We have raffles all evening. We have silent auction as well. And the tickets are $25 pre-sale, and you can get them by going to Recycled Salon in Albany, and I'll give you the number in just a second. And you can also get tickets at the door for $30.
And you got some great prizes to give away too, don't you?
We do.
Yeah. You've already hit on some of those, Zach.
Can't forget, though, as well, there is the firemen, the West Albany, they bar provided, so wine, beer, soda. So not just food, some drinks provided as well. So a lot of fun. Some of the gifts, tickets for 4 to the home opener with the Albany AFL. We have and
we'll know the name of that team next week, by the way.
That's what I hear.
We already know it, though. The Phoenix.
I just got the email for the VIP event. I didn't get the name, so you'll have to fill me in.
That name is according to us.
Yes, yeah. But no, they donated 4 tickets to the home opener and a little bit of some goodies as well. We're hoping to have a member of the AFL team at the event. That's the day of their tryout, so we're still in coordination with that. We have a big screen TV, flat screen TV, golf outing for 4, a night at the Park Manor Hotel. Some awesome restaurants in the area have donated prize packs. All sorts of stuff, and it keeps coming in. So there's going to be more the night of as well.
And here's the number, 438-2063. 438-2063 for all of you, especially if you're in Colonie and you're in that Junior Raider program, or you have somebody about ready to go into that Junior Raider program. This is where all the funds from this fundraiser will go toward the Junior Raider football and cheerleading programs, and it is West Albany Strong Rock and Roll Barbecue on Saturday, the 27th of January from 4 until 9. Melissa, all good. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming in.
We would be lost without her. Melissa has been kicking butt out there.
I know she has.
So we thank her.
What you just rattled off, that doesn't happen overnight, I can tell you that.
We thank everybody that has contributed. all the supporters, and everyone on the board. Everyone works very hard, and this will be a great event, and we thank everyone.
Zach, before I let you go, straight up. All right, man, this is straight up. No points involved. Who are the two winners on Sunday?
I got the Pats and I got the Eagles rematch of Super Bowl 33.
Bingo. There you go.